Hello, Captain VFC here with an unboxing video, but you joined me not on the workbench but on my little sofa with a little table in front of me because today's box is actually too big for my usual workbench setup. Yes, it is the brand spanking new, arrived just a couple of hours ago, Airfix B-24H Liberator in 1/72nd scale, and I'm particularly excited about this because, one, I like the Liberator. I mean, it's a lovely aircraft, and two, I've actually hit a bit of a motivation well at the moment, and I kind of want something just to kickstart that, and a brand new tool is a very good way of doing that. So I'll delay no further because I really want to see what's inside. I haven't even cut the seal off this yet. It is that fresh out of the bubble wrap, I can still smell it. So, without any further delay, let's have a look. Apologies for the slight light reflection that is on here. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. It's just the nature of the room that I am in. This is the box with the beautiful portrait, or say portrait picture of Corky right there, burgundy bombers, and a couple of 109Gs, Fs or Gs. Where's the other one? There's the other one. In flight somewhere, I would assume over Europe. This is one of the Airfix boxes that does not have a red banner down it. It is all artwork with a little Airfix logo superimposed on top. Personally, I very much like this style. It puts more focus on the art, which is usually pretty fantastic from Airfix. Tells you down here that it's a consolidated B24 registered trademark, H Liberator registered trademark. On this side we have the usual warnings. It tells you that it is a licensed product by Lockheed Martin, and tells you this is from 2024. So I won't be going over a history of this kit because it was released earlier this week and has only just arrived. So that's it. That's your history. On what I think of as the shop edge, so you walk into a shop, this is what you see. It's a smaller version of the artwork, tells you what it is, and gives you the product code A09010. On the upside down edge, you see that it's got 3 flying hours, is a skill level 3. Here are the paints that you will need for the versions included, which are here. So you have Scheme A and Scheme B. Yeah, maybe it'd be nice to have more than 2 schemes, but at the same time, it's fine. It's more or less on par with what you'd expect from Airfix. And a little history of the plane and the dimensions. It is a top opening box, so there is absolutely nothing on the bottom except white cardboard. So let's open it up and have a look. We have 1 bag of parts, 2 bags of parts, 3 bags of parts, an A4 instruction booklet, and nothing else. So we'll take a look at the instructions first. Again, you have the same history as you have on the box and the same specifications of the aircraft that you've seen as well. It tells you it's got 2 decal schemes included and the dimensions, basically everything that was already covered on the box. And I'm not going to go through this page by page, but we'll get the basic gist of it across. Here are the transfers, which I was expecting would be in there. I could feel that it was there. They are, of course, cartograph and will probably be absolutely fine. The register looks perfect. These are deliberately grey, by the way. They're the low brightness camouflage-esque markings. It's strange, but hey, they're not as bright as white. These ones are, of course, white. And there is the Statue of Liberty for Scheme B, Valiant Lady, and Bomb. And some basic stencils at the top. Not too much, thankfully. I will now put them somewhere safe because I would not want them to get scratched. And spoilers, I will be doing one of the schemes that comes with this kit. Next in here, you can see there is a large separate call-out, which I quite like. Here is... let's do it the right way around. Here is Scheme A. Very, very smart indeed. Little research note on there as well, which is very handy. Shows that they've been doing their job. Separate cutout for the nose art. Again, very, very handy. And there is Scheme B, which, if anything, is a tiny bit brighter on the grounds that it has a lot of yellow. Or a lot more yellow. Doesn't have much, but it has a tiny bit more yellow. a very welcomed addition. Onto the instructions themselves, and it looks like you start with the interior, which, let's face it, makes sense. And as I've already mentioned, I'm not going to be going through every single step, but I will try and find some important bits, including it's telling you to put 25 grams behind the instrument panel, and it's telling you to put 30 grams inside that box. I have a feeling this is going to require all of the weight that I've got, and will probably still sit squarely on its arse. But yes, there we go. Interior. Lots of bits of reading. So note, file the tabs off when fixing the door in the open position. I will probably be doing doors in the open position. I just think it will look much nicer. Camouflaged aircraft had their internal skins painted in zinc chromate, but internal framework was left unpainted aluminium. Interesting note on a little side, whilst they say that very confidently, I have struggled with photos of interiors of Liberators. Some are green or zinc chromate, some are aluminium. I don't know how they can say with such certainty. Maybe the rules denoted one thing, but in practice, it seems with so many examples built, you could probably find an example for any. Much more of the internal gubbins. Look, we're on step 55, and the fuselage has only just gone together, and you're sticking bombs in, so this is far from a starter set. Little guidance about the dihedral of the wings, which is very, very helpful. I like that. Very thorough. Gills closed. Gills open. Very, very nice. Well, there's the tail going on as well. You have your wings in typical modern Airfix fashion. You have the wings strut into the fuselage, and you then put the wings on that. So there'll be two corresponding ledges in there, which is very nice. The undercarriage legs, which I hope, certainly for the case of the nose, are strong enough to hold up at least 55 grams worth of weight. We shall see, because I fully intend to do this with the wheels down. Wheels down, but Bombay open, I think, is the best. That's what I've had in my head, because I have been thinking about this already. Getting excited over it, to be honest. Then we have step 99 onwards. The turrets. That's it, turrets. This is the B-25. B-25? No, it's not. This is the B-24H, which has a different nose turret. More on that in a little bit, because I suspect that they have prepared other versions from this tooling. And a ladder. A ladder in the poop chute, so that you can get your crew in and out via the poop chute. Which at step 130 seems like this is not going to be a quick afternoon build. Right, onto the plastic, and we're starting in the order that they came out of the box. Right, top bag is sprue C, which you can see the C thanks to a see-through C at the top left of the sprue, and this is the bulk of the fuselage, the tail surfaces, and that's it actually, and what I assume is some sort of bulkhead. We have a lovely dark grey plastic, so the newer Airfix style, which you would expect. Fantastic detail on the tail surfaces. Look at that. Gore. Very, very smart indeed. Oh, there's the wing profile on there, the hole for the waist gun, which is a point that I wanted to mention. Notice that the waist gun is symmetrical. So this kit will presumably not be suitable for a B-24J, which and onwards, which had asymmetrical waist guns. I can't remember which side it was, but one of them was further forwards, whereas these are symmetrical. So this would be fine for example, a B-24D, which is the other major variant, which is my personal favourite, actually. I prefer the D. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, look at all the ribs. Oh, who likes tasty rib detail, huh? Look at that. Very nice. And some rivet detail on there. Yes, right, well. So far, so good. Next, we have sprue A. Again, the lovely see-through A, which are some control surfaces and a very skeletal box thing, and a floor and some other bits. I hope it makes more sense when I'm assembling it, because right now I'm just looking at lots of bits of skeleton. Look though at the detail. Airfix seem to have blown it out the park. Is that a phrase? Blowing it out the park? Is that what people do in parks? They explode stuff. They've exploded objects inside a recreational area. That's what Airfix have done. And if Airfix are watching, you can put that on the website as a quote from me. You have exploded items out of a recreational area. But yes, sprue A. In the next bag, we have other bags. So we have some clear parts, which I'm going to leave in here so that they don't get scratched. I'm guessing, yep, there are more clear parts here, including... so this is sprue Z, apparently. And it has the main canopy, but it also seems to have the nose for a B-24D. Does that mean in future Airfix will be releasing this as a B-24D? If so, I may have to have another Liberator. Anyway, we will look at the clear parts properly when building. Like I said, I don't want to take them out because I don't want to scratch them. In here we have another canopy part, so I'm guessing one will be for a different option. Or they've just given me two because they want to. But no, we've got loads of windows in here, so this is obviously for one. That's a slight variation. I will see in more detail when we build it. Sprue F, we have the nose for the H variant. The J had a slightly different turret area here, although, as already mentioned, the waist gun is slightly different anyway because they're asymmetrical, and here they are symmetrical, so I don't think it's possible without a new fuselage to do the J. By all means, if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, because my knowledge of Liberators is not as extensive as it could be or once was. We've also got a fair few little parts in here. Not entirely sure what they all are. That's a nice thing. That's a dome. That's some sort of socket for the wheel, maybe. Unsure, but looks, again, just fantastic. That's obviously no flash in this. This is brand spanking new. Wouldn't expect it. If I saw any flash, I'd be slightly disappointed. But so far, everything is attached. Everything is beautifully moulded. Doesn't feel greasy at all. Well, actually, it feels a tiny bit greasy, but it doesn't feel any different to normal, basically. And the interior detail as well. Just fantastic. Oh. And sprue B. Interesting order that they put these in bags. I know it doesn't matter, makes no difference at all. It's only when you're assembling, but there's something satisfying about unpacking a kit and it sprues A to whatever in order. We have mostly bombs. Lots and lots of bombs. After all, the Liberator was a bomber. If you didn't know that, you do now, especially because of all the bombs. And other small parts. We have a seat here. I haven't seen a pilot yet. I don't recall seeing one in the instructions, so I don't think they are going to supply pilots with this kit. And even if they did, because it's Airfix, they'd probably supply you with one pilot and expect you to have a diorama of this just sitting with a sad, lonely pilot in it rather than the entire crew. And the final bag has that most critical of components, the wings. This is sprue D. This is sprue D with some very oblong-looking engine components, and the engine's there, the wings, some propeller blades, some little things. Comments in the box below, please. An awl for the wheels. And again, a lot of interior detail, including all of this. So presumably that's for the flaps being down. Again, looks bloody lovely. Is that a review? Can I just say that everything is bloody lovely? I mean, if it makes well, then yes, it's bloody lovely. If not, then, well, it's not. This is sprue E, which I'm guessing is a mirror image of the wings. And here are the doors. The Bombay doors, and big old hefty tyres as well. Look at that. And, oh, I've noticed you've got weighted tyres, so ones that have the bulge at the bottom representing the force of gravity, and you have these here which do not. So I'm guessing they will be able to be fitted with the landing gear up, logically. And another final shot of all of that delicious rib detail in there. Yes, yes, magnificent. There are the legs. We have some legs. Excellent. So then to summarise, and I can't fit these all on the table at the same time, but we have 2, 4, 6 sprues of dark grey plastic, 2 clear plastic sprues in separately sealed bags, an instruction booklet, a separate colour callout, and some pretty stickers. All in a pretty sturdy, slightly reinforced cardboard box, but that is for a different channel. So this kit is now available for $46.99 recommended retail price at Airfix, as you can see here, for 278 parts included, 2 schemes, skill level 3. And if you compare it with something like the Italeri Sterling, or maybe it's a bit more expensive than the Revell Lancaster, but it seems about right for the size of aircraft and what you get. However, due to me having a ridiculous collection of hobby rewards, as well as being a club member, I actually bought this for £8.16. So I think that's good value. And for those that don't know, I live in Norwich, and this aircraft here, Scheme A, which is the one on the box, Corky Burgundy Bombers, was based at RAF Old Buckenham Airfield in Norfolk, which is not that far away from where I live. So as a little homage to a local aircraft, I will indeed be making Scheme A. So sorry for anyone that was going to suggest something silly, but no, I've already decided. Personally, I actually really like the B-24D in the formation colours, so like white with loads of spots or silver with bumblebee stripes and all of that dumb stuff that they did for formation aircraft, but alas, no, for a B-24H, a local one like this, I think, is the best bet. So what do you think? Are you as excited about this as I am? Let me know in the comment below if so, or if not, do you think it's a load of rubbish? Either way, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like, and if you are a super fan, you could also be a channel member like these people here, and a Welcome to Ms Modeler who joins them for this month. Right, that's all from me. I've got a date with 278 bits of plastic, a cutting mat, some poly cement, a paintbrush, an airbrush, and whatever other tools I need. Bye!